Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ringside Rebellion. I am your host, Tyler Evans, and along for the ride, as always, is my tag team partner, my partner in crime. He is black as the ace of spades, the man himself, Russ. Russ, how you doing, brother?
Born on a plantation. What's going on?
Oh,
King
that's good.
Frog is in the building.
King
King
Frog
Frog
in the
is in the
building,
building.
baby.
Let's
All
do
right,
it,
guys,
man.
as usual, before we get rolling, give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe. We really do appreciate it. Um, man, so overall, this show for me was okay. It was all right.
Yeah,
The final match
it was nice.
absolutely made up for the rest of the night, but it was nice. It was all right. It was okay. The rest of it was okay, but the rest of
Yeah,
the it was eh. Especially there's a couple of segments. We focused a little
yeah.
bit too much on the wrong things tonight, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, my little opinion. We focused a little bit on too much of the wrong things tonight. But there was some good things. There was some real cool things, some things I was glad to see. Uh, let's just hop right on in, man. This
Let's do
opener,
it.
originally, I'm not sure if you knew this, but Brian Kendrick was actually supposed to debut at Dynamite.
I heard about this.
Yes.
I heard
So,
about this.
you and I probably shouldn't talk too much about Brian Kendrick's beliefs. Did you hear about why?
No, I don't know.
Oh
I'm in the
man.
dark.
Oh man. I don't know. I
Let's
don't.
just scratch. Let's scratch the surface.
All right, this is hard for us to scratch the surface on, bud. I'm not gonna lie to you, because once I tell you what happened,
All
you're
right.
gonna be like, "Beast!" Like I want to,
Well, I mean, I'm
I
already.
just want to message Brian Kendrick and be like, "Bro, you're not alone."
Well, that already makes me smile, obviously, because I mean,
Put it this
with
way, I am
AEW, the
cheering for
way.
Brian Kendrick to succeed to the top level more than I've ever cheered for Brian Kendrick in my life. Like,
Well, let me know. Let me know in a YouTube friendly
I
kind of way
All right, I will do my best.
what's
So
going on with Brian
originally, this was supposed to
Kendrick.
be John Moxley versus a debuting Brian Kendrick, but
Right.
yeah. So Wheeler Yuta took his spot. So before we get started onto the match, Brian Kendrick was I'll have to go into all of it, but basically he was talking about 9/11 being fake. He was talking about flat Earth.
Base.
He was talking he
Base.
talking about
Nice.
government conspiracies, talking about JFK assassination, talking about deep state. Um, I mean, dude, it was very layered. I will send you more later, but just there was a lot, and let's just say that
So he took the script and he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna say, well, I'm just gonna tell you what I think.
now, and also they dug this up from
Nice.
a decade ago. I mean,
Lame. I didn't know about any of this, to be honest. And yeah, I'm kind of happy he didn't appear to get squashed by John Moxley. I mean, I'm sure it would have been a nice back and forth match, but Moxley, of course, getting the win. It's John Moxley. So hey, I can't even be that mad. But why did he not show up? I don't know. What's the scandal?
well, I mean he was there. He was at the show,
Okay.
and Tony Khan
So what's the deal? Like, what do you think?
Tony pulled him. Tony
Yeah.
Khan put out a statement saying that due to the statements he had made, that until they could get some clarification.
What?
Yeah, Tony Khan pulled him.
No.
Yeah, man.
So these statements, I didn't hear about any of this. So I was under the impression that this was something that people just already knew about him. So he joins the roster
Boom,
and
boom.
then they find out. Man, dude.
Now he wasn't
And
officially
like,
on the roster.
well,
He wasn't officially on the roster. He's doing just like the guys on the dark do, where they'll come in and
yeah,
they'll do a match. But
yeah. Well, that
amazing.
just takes away my whole joy and happiness because when you first mentioned it, you're like, I'm gonna be like base, and just from what you said, obviously that's amazing. But I was more happy that AEW was gonna allow someone like that's little off the script to
Shout out to JD.
join in on the party, man. Yeah, shout out to JD. But man, that's disheartening, man. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I got to
All
look more
because of
into
its
it, obviously.
conspiracy views. Conspiracy views.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's gonna dampen this whole freaking
I'll just
this whole episode,
wait
man.
till we're off air, and I'll show you much more, and you're gonna. It's pretty frustrating. That's why when you said what you said earlier, I was like, all right,
Wow. I mean, yeah. I mean, let's not harp on this, but yeah, it's just already leaves a little sour taste because,
little
man,
taste.
you yeah. You want to taste? You want to taste? But man, are we not allowed to
Nope,
have our own thoughts and opinions?
nope. You are not,
Wow, amazing,
yeah, especially if you're white.
amazing. Jesus.
But
Well,
hey, I guess it
I can
don't matter
have the
anymore.
thoughts.
Look at Whoopi. Excuse me. Look at Karen.
Well, Karen Johnson, sir. That's
Karen
Karen.
Elaine
Don't talk about
Johnson.
Karen. Jesus, man. Well, there's a hierarchy when it comes to who you can and can't talk
I
about.
thought
So
she was
we'll just
like.
leave it at
I
that.
thought she was like here. I thought she was like invincible, but
Wait, you just thought that because her last name is Goldberg.
yeah. I mean, hey, Black Jew.
Anyways,
All right.
yeah,
So
that's gonna
on to
dampen
the
the
night.
mood just a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's
let's
rather
talk about the
disheartening.
matches. Yeah, Tony,
So
don't make a mistake, Tony. Come on, man. Come on, man. It,
is what it is, man. So
whatever, dude.
start the night off. Wild Thing once again for the second week in a row. Actually, no, he was on Rampage when that was. Excuse me. He started off Dynamite this
Yeah.
week with Wild Thing coming down. Moxley looking nice and heated. He looked like he was ready. He was ready for battle.
Yep.
During his entrance, man, did you notice it looked like he hit some dude with a water bottle during his entrance when he threw it?
No, I missed it. I missed that part of the entrance, but
Yeah, it was just pretty.
right off the bat, it seemed like it was a little bit like the crowd was just kind of dead, man. The
Yeah,
whole night up until that final
but even then, they didn't
little
seem like they were real
final main
hyped.
event. Yeah,
I mean,
but yeah, it was good. But yeah, walk us through the match, man.
well, before we get to the match,
Him and the
excuse yourself.
Puddin gang.
Yeah, the best friends came out. Well, shouldn't say the best friends. Wheeler Yuta with Orange Cassidy came out. Oh, and Danhausen. And Danhausen also came down. It was good. The crowd was hyped to see Danhausen way more than they were Yuta. I would rather have Danhausen have gotten squashed in this match than Wheeler Yuta, to be honest, just to see Danhausen wrestle. But it's okay, No one cared about Wheeler at all. He just doesn't do it for anybody. He's just kind of generic guy. But
Yeah.
good skills. I mean, there's nothing wrong with him. Just there's nothing that
Yep.
stands out. He just looks like
Yeah.
any other indie wrestler you could find in any other promotion, and it just is what it is. At least Pockets has a gimmick.
Yeah, I like Wheeler. I think I mentioned it before, but Wheeler, he reminds me of like Lee Moriarty in the sense that they're both kind of long, lanky, real technical with their holds. They do kind of awkward techniques and holds, but yeah, there's nothing that really stands out and makes you really want to say, "Oh, Wheeler Yuta, let me scramble to get to the TV." I mean, it's just kind of like you'll see a cool little technical match, but I mean, outside of that, it's not like a cool Chris Benoit technical match where it's like kind of savage, kind of brutal. It's just yeah, it's just real smooth, and that's good for whomever he's working with
But hey,
because then they have an opportunity to showcase their skill.
but on
But
the other hand, Wheeler
Wheeler's
does
not
have an
going to just
advantage.
get you hyped.
Yeah, I mean he's not.
Yeah.
Wheeler does have an advantage over Benoit in that he didn't kill his family. But
Oh, why am I laughing at that?
you're a cold son of a bitch.
Oh,
Black as the
dang
ace
it,
of
man.
spades, and colder
Ooh.
than him. Right off rip, Moxley takes Yuta down. Yuta attempted to drop kick, and Moxley just sidesteps it. To give Yuta some credit, he was standing up, showing some fire, trying to fire back at Moxley.
Yeah.
Moxley took him to the floor. Gave him a couple of shots there. He rolled him back in and started laying into him with chops inside the ring. Raking his back up on the top rope. haven't seen a back rake since Hulk Hogan. That was I just never understood
Well, he
that
did it
move.
last week. He did it
Did
his
he?
last showing. He did the back
I
rake.
didn't even see
Yeah.
the back rakes, man. I was paying hard attention. It must have been when I was
I,
typing notes down.
I see someone must have watched our show, man, because I didn't see the 12 years of slave chop. Not this week. Hey, Mox, you can do it, man. I'm not going to
No,
stop
that's
you.
not what you called it.
I'll let you do it.
You called it the Jim Crow slap.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I like the 12 years of slave chop, but the Jim Crow chop, Jim Crow slap. Well, I'm gonna work it out. But he didn't do it regardless. So yeah, go ahead and hit me with some more stuff. What happened?
So, jeez, Moxley goes for a superplex. Yuta pushes him off, and then he downs him with a drop kick. They roll out onto the apron, and on the apron, Moxley hits him with a front facing.
Nice drop kick.
Yeah,
Nice drop kick.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of a basic move, but so they're on the apron, and Moxley hits him with a front facing DDT, which Buta did not sell very well, but
Yeah.
it's okay. They just pretend like it hit, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, man,
It was kind of weird. It was kind of weird because it was like
a bulldog DDT.
Like, are we gonna do it? Yeah, are we gonna do a bulldog? What's gonna happen here? And then it was even weirder because he had it on like the outside arm of like he was on the rope here, and he was holding the bulldog here, and it's like, how's this gonna work, dude? Like this just seems a little awkward.
Yeah, he definitely.
If anything, you want him to be over here,
right?
But anyways,
so they're at ringside after he hits him with a flying.
Many years of experience with wrestling.
Absolutely,
so just trust me.
Many years.
Yeah.
So after he hits him with the diving arm smash onto the apron, he's down, and Orange Cassidy comes walking around the corner. Moxley walks up to him, and they have a nice stare down. It looks like they're just kind of jabbering back and forth. Well, he turns around and he's cursed. Danhausen is behind him, giving him the eyes, and dude, you could tell Moxley was this close to breaking. He almost laughed. He was just like, dude, I don't care. Danhausen's just hilarious, man. Like I don't think I could be around him and keep a straight face. Like I don't think that's gonna happen. I do not think I could keep a straight face when that man's sitting there like.
Well, I will have to say, thank God for that spot, because right at that moment, the whole atmosphere of that match just changed.
Yep.
It changed for me too, and everything picked up. It seemed like so.
Absolutely.
Yeah. After that moment, hit me with what happened next. Yeah.
That's why.
So I will grant him that he has the ability to change the mood right away.
Absolutely. So Wheeler used the distraction, landed a crossbody on the floor. He rolled Moxley into the ring. Yeah, absolutely. Rolled him into the ring and then hit him with a German suplex bridge for a 2.
Sick.
Yep.
Sick. Absolutely. That was a cool sequence. Like
then he quickly runs. Well, no, it's not done. There's one more piece of the sequence. Runs up to the top rope and hits a big top rope splash for another 2 count. At this point, you start hearing, "Let's go Moxley, Danhausen. Let's go Moxley." They're doing a chant for Danhausen. He's not even in the match. It's amazing. It's freaking amazing. It's already over.
It was nice.
Already over, man. And he's getting as loud of a chant Moxley's getting. That's crazy to me. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just absolutely crazy.
He's in the right spot. He's in the right organization for this push right here, man. Yep. I mean, he has the opportunity to do something very special, and it's like
very special, very evil.
Very special, very evil. Yeah, we would have liked to seen him wrestle, but I mean, really, he doesn't even need to wrestle, dude.
He's gonna wrestle, but he doesn't need to.
But you know what? Well, listen, we'll wrap up our closing thoughts. Let's finish the match.
So Moxley gets him and gets back up, applies a sleeper, and then he lays into him with he was listening, man. He was listening. I'm telling you. He applied that.
Those are so brutal.
But he did this one different. He was like still above him and boom, boom, boom. Those are 12-6. Those are legal, John. Those are legal elbows. So he picks him up and hits another. I don't know what he's doing with his paradigm shift. I don't know why he's doing these, making him do front flips afterwards. But it just, I don't like it. It doesn't look.
Yeah,
It doesn't look as
yeah.
brutal.
It doesn't look. Yeah, it doesn't look as brutal as just literally double arm
Wee,
DDT. You know.
wee.
Yeah. But this one was at least a little bit more of a spike. I mean, not even really, but it wasn't like a literal, just like, okay, I'm just gonna kind of like whatever kind of toss you want to call that, you know. So there's
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely. I don't know. I mean, it was okay. It was all right.
Now, my favorite part of the match happens after the match.
Oh, dude,
Happens
100%.
after the match.
100%.
All right.
Why don't you go ahead and roll us into this?
Well, shit. This was the moment that we've been kind of waiting for. Each outing, Moxley outing, we see a smiling Daniel Bryanson lurking in the shadows, you know, kind of like, you know, licking his chops, you know, looking like he's ready for a fight, comes out and meets Moxley one-on-one in the ring. And what he says catches everyone in the arena quite off guard, man. I was just like, yes, I didn't know I wanted this, but this is what I want. And he tells, he tells Moxley, he says, hey, you know, you not only were a champion, you're probably the best champion. And then he says, you know, there's no need for there to be a millennial cowboy holding a belt. There's no need for a damn dinosaur, a man that dresses like a dinosaur to be holding a tag team championship. There's no need for someone who has his biggest claim to fame to be, oh, I make a vlog. He said, look at guys like Wheeler Yuta. Look at guys like Lee Moriarty. He said Wheeler Yuta, who walks out with Orange Cassidy, who walks out with Danhausen, freaking jokes. Man, I love that moment. Daniel Bryanson, he really charged me up, and then he closed it with, "Hey, we could do this. We don't have to be against each other. We could take this. We could take these guys, and we could turn them into something. We could show them how to really wrestle. We could show them how to be really savage. We could take Daniel Garcia away from 2.0. You know, like we could take Lee Moriarty away from Dante Martin, who just does a whole bunch of high flying bullcrap." I was
I love
like,
that he called out
I
Dante
didn't
Martin
know,
as well.
I didn't know I wanted that, but I was like, hey
Nope,
man,
no one
and he
did.
said, hey,
No one
these
expected that.
people, these people may not like me, but they love this idea. But they love this idea, and I was like, man, you are absolutely right.
But I don't think we're gonna see it.
I was just like, give me the Moxley just snatches the mic and just say, I'm in, and then drop the mic. I would have turned it off because I would have been like, all right, well, next week.
It's
I'm
not
ready
gonna
for next
happen
week
though.
now. Yeah.
But he ended this segment by saying he reached his hand out and Moxley didn't take it, and he said, "You know what?
Yeah.
I know you got a lot on your plate. Just think about it." Drops the mic and
Yeah.
and he actually the best line was, "Think about the greatness that they could create and the legacy that you want to leave."
Ooh. He hit all the boxes to entice somebody
But it's not gonna
to
happen.
join that team there. So
It's not gonna happen though. And Mox isn't,
why?
because Mox isn't gonna go with that, man. I just don't see
But
it happening.
but you know what I thought though while this was happening, just what's that, last week or a week or so ago, and you know, for those that see this, I'm not a WWE fan at all. I lost interest in wrestling for many years. I was a huge wrestling fan, but then we just lost wrestling. A lot of people, I feel like, are in that same kind of boat. However, I've been kind of keeping up back and forth recently, so I know that there's been a little drama with the Shield, right? Like with Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns having that little drama, and you know, what Roman told him, "I hate you for breaking up the Shield," essentially. And you know, so that's been kind of like a little buzz there. And I was watching, I was like, what if this is an opportunity to kind of start something like that here in AEW. And again, you had Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, like one of like the best guys joining forces. And here we have
Well, shoot, but here's
two
the thing. But here's the
savages.
thing. When they
Yeah,
first started, man, they were not like
yeah,
they came.
they weren't the best.
All three of them came in from NXT as a group, and they were wearing sweaters and like they were literally
But were they dominant in NXT? Were they dominant in
not like this,
NXT? No.
not like that.
Okay.
Roman Reigns
Well, damn.
was, but Roman Reigns also had a way cooler gimmick back then. Before he was just this cocky, arrogant, rich boy, basically always wearing suits and just like
Acknowledge me.
yeah, not quite saying that, but yeah. Um,
All right.
I would love to see it.
I
You love to
you
see
know
it.
the wheels turn when you start seeing these things that you really want. You know, I didn't even know I wanted it,
And
but sign
maybe
me up.
that's the reason that they didn't give an answer is they wanted to gauge fan interest. Maybe they wanted to see, do the fans want to see this, or would they rather see them go against each
Yeah,
other? You know,
true.
Tony was smart in saying, let's not rush this. Let's just see. Let's get a feeler out. See what happens.
Yeah, they are. Why is AEW better than WWE?
Long term booking.
Shout out to JD, man. Shout out to
The
JD.
man. The man.
Yeah, the man, the myth, the legend,
It's the
the
inspiration.
racist.
You racist JD. You're a racist. You and your black friend Jesse. You're both racist. Amazing.
Big Swole for life.
Yeah. That's actually, it's funny enough. That's what I have your video input as on here is Big Swole. That's
Well,
it's both true and true. So
yeah, there you go. There we go. All right. So yeah, man, great match. Well, I wouldn't say great match. It was an okay match after the Danhausen spot. It elevated, obviously, and then Brian Danielson came in and just blew it away, man.
yeah,
So
absolutely
I was
agreed.
okay. I was okay with it.
Well,
The fans just
they're going
were,
to Chicago too much. That's exactly what it is. They're going to
yeah,
Chicago too much. You
they can make or break the whole,
yeah,
the whole event, man.
absolutely.
You're there. You're watching all the people that we all love to see. Get out there and make some noise. You guys are also a big part of the event.
Yep.
You guys are you're there for a reason too. Take your damn mask. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, it's like just because you got your mask on, you don't have to be silent. You know what I'm saying?
It
Make
does
some
muffle
noise.
the crowd noise a little bit. They're too scared to open their
Yeah.
mouths too much. That little bit peeks out at the bottom, and
What the?
so they get a video package for CM Punk and MJF up next. Yeah, I'm not going to go too much into that. It's just basically summarizing where the journey so far.
Yeah.
And we've all been on this ride. So next up, that black bitch Brandy Rhodes comes to the ring. She says, what a warm welcome.
Soaking up the booze.
Oh yeah.
Soaking up the
Well,
booze.
for a little while she was. She got her feelings hurt in this segment. I'm pretty sure that she got her feelings hurt in this segment, and it is no surprise.
But thank God that AEW would allow a segment like this to even
Make
go
air?
forward
No
because
kidding.
Lambert brought the heat.
Yeah, and then
Lambert
some.
brought the heat.
And then some. So Brandy's in the ring. She's insulting Chicago. She calls them Cincinnati, which I don't think
Cleveland.
was Cleveland. Whatever, same thing. Um, she says that basically she did on purpose. Is allegedly it was an on purpose slip up, but I think she caught herself. I think somebody was like, "We're in Chicago," and she was like, "Oh, we are in Chicago." Um, so while she's running that trap, Dan Lambert and the Men of the Year come out, and Dan Lambert says, "Brandy, they gave you a reality show, but I think you need a reality check," which I would agree upon 1,000%. Quit riding them coattails, Brandy. He says that she's fake in more than one way. He said, I almost feel like a decent human being standing next to you. Um, man, he had a couple other good lines. I didn't take all the notes, so I was too busy cracking up at him. He said that something was she's bigger than more than just the bulldogs that are on her chest. Um,
And pretty much just pointed out the fact that, for him to be some old conservative misogynist or sexist dude,
allegedly.
you know, that even the fans agree that that he should slap the shit out of her, something like that. It was just like some ECW level taunting that he was doing towards Brandy, and I thought it was awesome. I'm not gonna lie, man. We give Brandy shit all the time,
Don't you take up
but
for her.
no, I'm saying with her soaking up the heel role and doing what Cody's not doing, obviously, she's going in there. Oh, here we are in Cleveland, like just seeking the heat. She knows she's getting heat. She's playing this to me better than freaking Cody Rhodes
Well, it's
is.
because she's going straight heel. She's got no shame in it.
Because she's got
Cody's like,
well,
I want everyone to love me. Why don't you love me?
but because she's doing that, she's giving the fans what they want. And at first, it was just go away heat because
It's still go away heat,
she's
man.
putting. But no, dude. She's changing it. She's taking that go away heat and really making it and embracing it. And that's what you got to do. You can't do the Cody Rhodes thing because it just gets obnoxious and annoying. You gotta
She
take
just
that
needs
heat.
to get off screen. That's what she needs to do. JD,
I mean, well,
JD
I
agrees
agree.
with me.
I agree.
JD agrees with me. That's all I'm gonna tell you. JD agrees with me.
Well, I'm not watching JD to form my opinions for.
I'm just saying that's
For
2-1.
this.
That's 2-1.
True that.
Nobody
I
likes her.
I think
You're just trying to give her some
she's onto
affirmative
something
action,
here.
huh? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so I actually found a little bit of a better transcript here of everything he said because I really want to run down this because it was amazing. He says, you can pretend that Cody earned his spot in this company, and you can pretend that Chief Branding Officer is a real thing, and you can pretend that the Brandy from the Block Attitude is a real thing. But I feel like a great guy in front of you. She says back to Ethan Page, who was smiling in the corner, the only reason that they even hired him was to get Josh Alexander, who was his tag team partner in Impact. I'm not sure if you knew that or not.
No, I didn't know, but obviously it was a
nice shot.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good and stuff. Then she gets the STFU chants.
Yes.
Heavy.
Apps. I mean, loud. That's the loudest they got all night long.
And the whole time they were doing that, I was like, don't you guys realize you're about to, every one of you fans are about to get canceled. You never, ever but never yell STFU at a black woman standing right there in the middle of the ring. Like, what are you guys doing? All you guys canceled. You guys are losing your jobs. We're going to dox every single one of you.
You're fired.
That's what she should say. Well, we're going to, you guys better put your mask on.
You're all on video. You're all on video. So she says,
nice.
She says, are you done? And she starts trying to talk you in, and they start it louder. And she looked shook. She was like,
I'm just gonna have to do this, shoot
like,
through
fine,
it.
I'm just gonna talk through it. Just talk through it. And I was like, yeah, you probably should. You probably should. And she looks at him and says, it's a little telling that your best fighter got knocked out by Jake Paul.
Bro.
Maybe you should spend a little bit more time around American Top Tits, or excuse me, Team. Real cheesy. That one was dumb.
That's another shot at Ethan Page. Ethan Page, because he says he has the best tits in the game. But anyways,
that's true. And then this is the line I really wanted to get to because I thought it was hilarious. So Lambert fires back and says, don't you think that all the roads should turn heel? Because the only face turn that she's making is when she's face down at her old job. And then Brandy pushes his face, which I think was supposed to be a slap. But
dude, when he said that, notice JR goes, "What the?"
The segment went downhill from here. She did a really ugly slap. And then
Yep.
he says he got a surprise for her, and then Paige Van Zant, that Jezebel, came down to the ring, and
Yep.
I come on now. We're supposed to believe that Brandy would even get a touch off of her. Come on now.
Yeah. Cringe. The ending was so cringe. I just hated the ending. I loved everything up until the ending. I was like, oh no, not Paige. And then I was like, oh no, not fighting it. No, no, not the girls coming out to break them up. Like, oh my gosh, this whole
Like,
ending. You guys ruined a pretty cool moment. That, and again, I talk a lot of shit about Brandy, but that segment, I actually didn't mind it. She did what I was hoping that, I mean, what I would like to see from her, if we have to see her, and I mean, I would like to see this from Cody, to be the bad guy, and just like I'm tired of the whole playing the fence, and like you said, trying to act like you're gonna get the people to, because to me it's just go away, go away. If you're not gonna be bad, just go away,
no doubt.
and you don't let your wife
Hold
have a
on.
better
Hold on. Your mom's texting
wrestling
me.
acumen.
Literally. All right. Um. Amazing. All right. So, man, literally, dude, Paige would just literally just drop Brandy. It would 2 seconds, dude. It's just, come on, son. Anyways, next segment.
Paige the Jezebel.
Yep. All right.
So true.
She got her OnlyFans.
Was that? Oh yeah. Oh, so true. This is. Yeah. I mean, I, it's just cringe, man. I don't want to see. Like Brandy's already cringe in the ring. Like she's already terrible in the ring. I don't want to see Paige, who doesn't do. Is she gonna go in there and be Ronda Rousey? Probably not. More than likely not. But we'll see.
Here's what it is. So
She's talented. She can do gymnastics and stuff.
I mean,
So I don't know,
she
dude.
can fight. She bare knuckle
She
boxes.
can fight, yeah. But yeah, she. But can you wrestle? Wrestle. We all know wrestling is different, dude. It is completely different. Um, you got to know how to work, man. Can she work? Can she? And then yeah, and then when even Brandy, like I was when she Paige bulldog, or tried to shoot a double leg and took her into the turnbuckle. Brandy's over there like smiling, like it just didn't seem real at all. It just seemed stupid.
It was
You
lame.
got the girls coming from right, just waiting in gorilla.
All of them.
All
All
of them just waiting. They were just waiting there, and yeah, it's such a bad ending.
Indeed.
Such a bad ending.
So
Yeah, but anyways,
Matt Hardy and the AHFO were backstage, which this entire faction needs to be deleted.
facts.
He says, "I'm very
As
disappointed
Isaiah
in
Cassidy
private
would
party."
say.
Yeah, he says he's very disappointed in private party last week because they failed to capture the tag team championships. and he challenges Sammy Guevara for a TNT championship match against Isaiah Cassidy, as he wasn't the one who
Why?
lost. And then
Why?
Andrade El Idolo. Ole, ole, ole.
Oli.
He walked up and says, "Why haven't you brought?" Matt asked, "Why haven't you brought Darby Allin into the fold?" But Andrade didn't have a very good answer. He's gonna have to talk to the kid and stink. Hardy hyped Cassidy up a little bit to close things out. Next.
Yeah, whatever.
Next up, we get a match between the Devil and Death Triangle. Kind of the Devil.
Yeah.
The bastard! Every time Robert says his name, dude, he's like, bitch! That's brilliant.
House of Black got a new name.
Well, it's still the House of Black, but the tag team is the Kings of the Black Throne.
Knights.
Kings.
Is it? Is it the Kings? Are you
Yes,
sure?
yes.
All right, I thought it was the Knights of the Black Throne.
Well, you can think what you would like. I'm informed.
All right. You're the one that's sitting there in front of the computer there, sir.
That is true. I do have all my
I'm
notes here in
just
front of
here.
me, and I also listen.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. So tell me about the Kings of the Black Throne.
Well, and they're tatted up and they're evil, but and not like Danhausen very evil. They're like very evil.
Yeah, they're like, but it was cool because when I was watching Brody come out, and then they both got masks, I was like, dude, he looks like Trimmer from Mortal Kombat,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. No, he's
Yeah, so
badass, dude.
he's a biggin. He's a biggin.
I don't think he's quite as evil as Malachi is in real life. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, Malachi I think is actually a nice guy. Like, I think like personally, like 1-to-1, he's a pretty nice guy, but he's into
Yeah.
some stuff that I just can't get down with. Like, I can't have him in my presence as a like. I'd be cool, hey man, how you doing, kind of thing. But
Yeah.
you into
Yeah.
some darkness. I can't hang out with you, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he definitely has those vibes. And like you said, he seems like a good guy or whatever, but that's the nature of the beast. They're not gonna make him, be like straight evil, you know what I'm saying? That would be easy to dismiss him.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
but yeah, anyways,
So they come
talk
out,
about fate.
and then and then Pac and Pinta El Zero Miedo with Alex Abrahantes. Ah, ah,
So hype.
Good
Like,
pronunciation.
look at
Uh,
him.
Pat comes out looking like Kinchi.
Someone's getting ready to come to Texas. Sounds like,
See me amigo. Um,
or been partying with your neighbors.
right. So Pat comes out and he's blindfolded. I wish we could have gotten a Kinchi versus Trimmer fight, but it is what it
Yeah,
is.
that would have been awesome. That would have been awesome.
Um,
And then Malachi in the entrance, he's Shao Kahn, of
oh,
course,
no doubt,
with the gear.
absolutely. So they come out and Alex, of course, is like, Penta says his friend Pac is blind. um,
Dude, he's so hype.
he's awesome.
He's
Dude.
the most hype.
Manager.
He's hype like the RVD manager.
Bill Alfonso.
Alfonso, yeah, with the whistle, like
Man,
he
I'm
just comes
good.
out there so crunk and hype.
I am a well of wrestling knowledge. Isn't that amazing? That's just amazing.
That's nice. That's nice.
Nice.
Eat your heart out, Cornette.
That's right, Corny. I'm coming for you.
War Frog, King Frog's coming for you.
And I'm gonna take your social justice warrior ass out. January 6th up in this bitch.
All right, well,
We're
there
canceled.
goes our yeah.
So, Pac's blindfolded. He's faking using Abrahantes to assist him down to the ramp and into the ring. He started the match off with Black, and he's using the Sixth Sense. He's doing straight up just Kinchi's like every strike he's throwing, just
Doing the Matt Murdoch.
yeah, exactly. And then I get a text from this guy that says, "What is Pac doing?" I'm like, "Come on, son."
Well, I was like, what the? I mean, to me, it just seemed a little cheesy. He looked kind of cool, but it was just like, what is he doing? I thought he was going to do the whole match blindfolded, and I was like, oh, man.
Like you really thought he was gonna be like Kinchi for real? Like, I'm a blind
Yeah.
wrestler.
I was like, just like, how long can that, blindfold be there in a wrestling match? I just thought it was stupid.
No be there.
But, yeah, no be there. Exactly.
But after a few strikes, Pac had avoided. He hits a trip and then does a running drop kick, and then he rips the blindfold off. At least he didn't, do it for too long. But
Yeah.
Come on, son. I guess I don't know. He fooled you. I guess most people were like, "You're not blind. Come on now."
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. Well,
but
I
hey,
of course I didn't. Well, of course I didn't think he was blind. I just thought he was going to really
sell the
pull that
blindness.
gimmick off for, yeah, pull the gimmick off, for the entire match. Which I was like, oh my gosh, this is so stupid. But it was cool for the time that it lasted. And I was like, okay, that was actually not too bad. That was actually pretty cool. He did some pretty cool moves blindfolded, and it was very smooth. And then when he took it off, I was very relieved.
Um, so he ripped the blindfold off, and then him and Penta took out the Kings with flip dives over the top. Um, they get back in the ring. Black and Pac allows Penta to land a drop kick to the groin area, which I was like, oh, that's torn. Like oh man, that imagine a drop kick to that area. That's like, oof, right in the gooch,
Yeah,
gooch drop.
is that legal? I don't know. That's just some lucha libre stuff. Because I mean, come on, man.
Get used to it with Penta, man. It's just
What,
his
what's
thing.
the point of having the low blow spot where you gotta like fuck over the ref
I mean, he didn't like hit him
and
in the balls directly. It was like the ass, but still.
I'm just saying, like, what's the point? You're burying that spot. It's like, hey, come on, man. Let's aim somewhere else. Let's do this to another region of the body. I don't
It's
know.
like the Dudley Boys. The what's that? The headbutt to the balls, you know.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
well, that's
kind of
different
the
because
same
they were
thing.
American.
Oh God, I understand. I agree. Anyways,
Yeah.
um, um, I lost my spot. All right, here we go. They keep beating down um, until Brody King gets into the ring and he gets Pac, hits him with a overhand clubbing blows, and the Kings take a control up until the commercial break. Once they get back, Pac reaches for Penta for the hot tag. Penta runs in, hits sling blades on both guys, hits a backstabber onto Malachi, I believe. Um, Pat gets a blind tag in. Blind tag. Um, starts trading strikes with Black, who gets the upper hand with a running drop kick. He chases after Pac, and Pac ducks him, does that usual duck under as he hits the ropes, hits that beautiful German suplex. I love when he does that move, man. It's so nice. Followed it with a
Yeah.
brain buster. Um, he gets a 2 count. Penta takes out uh, Brody King with a plancha, and then does a step up flip dive off the middle rope, which is cool.
I was like, he is not gonna make this, man. He's a big dude, man, to be doing
Yeah,
that
he's a
step
big dude.
off. You know, so that it was nice. It was nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, so he gets back into the ring, and him and Pac start landing kicks onto Black. They wanted to go for I think they call it the Fear Factor stomps, but Brody King pushed Pac off the top and to the outside. Black hit the mist onto Penta El Zero Miedo,
Penta. Yeah.
and the Kings hit Dante's Inferno for the win. It was there.
Yeah.
It happened.
Yeah, I didn't see very much from Brody. I don't know much about him either. I mean, he's a big SOB. I would have loved to see the that running little senton flip that he does in the turnbuckle that he destroyed Pillman Jr. with. Um, but it was all
It's
right.
called a cannonball.
It was nice. Cannonball, running cannonball. There you go. It was sick.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
would have liked to seen that. Hey man, Ray. I know. Glad that he didn't break his arm like everyone and their mama thought. But hey man, heal up. We need you. We need you, Ray Phoenix. He's cool, man.
I mean, he's
Out
cool.
of out of out of him and Penta, I'd rather see Ray Phoenix.
I mean, I agree.
That's just me
I
though.
agree. I
Yeah,
agree. So
yeah.
after the mediocre match, which by the way, I wonder now if Penta is going to be blinded because he got hit with the black mist.
So maybe he's recruiting. Maybe that's a recruitment mechanism. Julia Hart will go. Penta will
We
go.
got to stop. Wait, it's never going to happen. Julia's not joining them, man.
Are you? Why? Why she is? Her attitude's already changing. You could see subtle changes. She's kind of like catty, right? She's catty now. She's definitely going. They're dragging it. They're buying into their own gimmick of long-term booking, though. It's just kind of annoying.
True enough.
Like, hey, make it happen. It's just Julia Hart, dude. Like, you could just. No one's like, fantasizing over this storyline. Just make it happen. Come on.
Fair enough.
All right. Well.
Camera goes backstage with Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah.
He says he is still undefeated. He doesn't care what anyone has to say. His record is still clean. He's undefeated because Orange Cassidy match doesn't count. It was a fluke. He doesn't get the respect he deserves, and Adam, you're damn right. He's the greatest wrestler on the face of the planet on Rampage. He's going to face Evil Uno, and after that, the world will know what Cole wants. Turn the camera off, Landon.
Hey, you know what? I was actually, because I didn't consider that stipulation of it being a lights out match. So I was actually kind of relieved because I was part of the crowd that said,
We both were.
He got a loss to Orange Cassidy, which that's not a shot at Orange Cassidy, but I just say Adam Cole is higher up on the wrestling hierarchy. That's it.
He needs to
and I just didn't want to see him. Yeah. And you got to start, I don't want to sound like old Jim Cornette, but man, you got to kind of wiggle your way into a little bit more serious things. That's all I would say.
I think that's what this step is. I think he's done with the games.
Yeah.
I think that's what this promo was. He's done playing, and we're gonna see Adam Cole, baby. Now, I think he's done.
Yeah.
He's done with the fun. So.
He's ready.
We'll see.
I mean, but even then, man, like, it's hard to look at these, like. It's hard to look at the champion, the caliber of champions that they have in AEW, and then be like, well, is it a real thing for him to come in there and just beat Moxley? Is it a real thing for him to just come in there?
But not right now.
Yeah.
The way I see it's going to go down, MJF's going to win the title next. I think he'll beat Adam Page at Revolution. By hook or by crook. And then I have a feeling that whoever ends up challenging MJF next will end up taking that belt from him after a little while. But that's going to be on Wardlow turns. He's just going to finally have had enough and turn. If he doesn't cost him the World Championship to begin with, which may happen. Depends on what it is. But Adam Cole's probably not going to get the belt for another 3 champions that are going to go through, because Tony's had this planned out. He's got a roadmap. And Adam Cole just
he's giving it. He's giving it to the loyalists. Moxley was there early.
Jericho
Omega,
was there early.
Of course. Jericho was there early. Omega was there. He's running the show pretty much.
Hangman.
Hangman. So yeah, you're right. MJF is right up there next in line. Freaking Cody. I don't know, man.
Here's the thing.
Cody's protecting himself.
Here's the thing with Cody. That I think the contract that Cody signed was previously, his first contract was he could never challenge for the AEW championship. You want to make him go heel? That's the way you do it. That's the way you make him go heel. I agreed to those terms under my old contract. I signed a new contract. Those are null and void. That's how you make him go heel. Go back on his word.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. They have a lot of options.
Long-term booking.
They have a lot of options.
Yep.
Danielson's still in the mix too. and him and Adam got there at the same time. So who do you go? Who gets it first, him or Adam? So
I say you
you
take.
got to choose Danielson, obviously. I'm
Are
just
you
saying. I'm
booking
just
for the
saying. Like,
future? Or are you booking for now?
well, if you're booking for the future, then what? You take Adam Cole, baby. If you're doing it now, but they're not yet. But they're So I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't
I
know.
think maybe they're going to wait until they can get Roddy Strong over before they really start pushing Adam Cole to the world title picture. Get all the members of the Undisputed Era together.
That'll be nice,
When
man.
when you have the full unity, they'll actually be able to come together and everything will click. And not super click.
Super Click versus the Undisputed Era.
That's
We're
coming.
still waiting on that. We're
That's
still
coming,
waiting
man.
on that.
Because there's a good chance Roddy Strong is going to be out of the WWE soon. So
I've heard about that. Yeah, so we'll see. We will see.
we can
And
only
then you're
hope.
gonna get Wildcat, Bearcat. And then we're gonna get
He's not
who
going to come
else?
into that. But hey, today actually, well, yeah, today those 90 days all run out. All their non competes are
Ooh.
done.
Wow. Well, we'll see, man. We'll
Amazing.
see.
All right, so next up we get Ruby Soho versus Vicky Guerrero and Gyla Rose.
Hmm.
This match happened. You want to go into it?
I mean, I will say this. Like I said, I'm not a big WWE guy at all, to be honest. I don't know much about Ruby Riot, but I know that Ruby Soho to me is just all look. She's just all, gimmick, which she can, rile up a crowd. She's pretty cool. She's good at that. But all of her matches, I've probably seen all of them, at least that have been shown on Dynamite and Rampage for sure. Um, I can't remember anything that's like good, and that's not me shitting on women's wrestling. There's plenty of women that have, wowed me with their not only in ring, but what they can do, mic wise. Don't give me those eyebrows, son. Don't give me those eyebrows.
Not today,
Um,
Satan.
yeah, fallback Satan. But she doesn't. She's Ruby So to me. Has anyone said that before?
I've never heard
I
it.
don't think so. Well, she's Ruby So because I mean
Look at
she's
him,
just
guys.
all
He's
look.
creative. Hey, everybody, I'm TVV.
Woo! All right, I'm out. You can do the show by yourself. I've made my line. I've hit my line. I gotta end. I gotta end right now. I gotta. It has to be over.
Shuck a
So,
jive off the screen. Thanks.
yep.
Oh, it's hilarious.
But yeah, tell me your thoughts on Ruby So.
She's the runaway.
Mm.
Uh,
Her in-ring skill.
listen, man. I'm the wrong person to ask about women's wrestling. You've
But
really, really got to be on top of your A game to impress me, like
yeah,
DMD.
yeah. She can wrestle, but it's her
Presence.
charisma
It's her
that kind of
presence.
it's her
And,
presence.
and
Yeah,
and she doesn't botch, you know.
yeah.
And
Well, she knows how to work.
and
Let's just put it
Ruby
that
can
way.
sell really well. Uh,
Yeah, she can sell. She has facials.
yeah, and there's a lot of face to work with. She got a lot of facial. She's
And believe me, there's a lot of material.
um, man, I can't get into anything that's directly
I mean,
in
let's break it down because it's not about women's wrestling and what I'm saying. Like
And
Look
this
at
isn't even.
we
Let's be real. Actually, we shouldn't be too real because I found out you can get canceled on YouTube for.
being real, of course. If you're
Yeah.
being like just like real, but listen, it's not about women's wrestling. We all know we're all different sizes and different abilities. So put that to the side. Just last week we watched Layla Hirsch and Red Velvet. That was actually pretty cool. We've seen DMD go at it. She does really well. We've seen Thunder Rosa go at it. She does really well. It's like, okay,
I'd be on the lookout.
I'd rather watch an Adam Cole or whatever, but hey, we got a spot for the women. Cool. I hope it's Thunder Rosa. I hope it's Red Velvet. I hope it's DMD. I hope it's Layla. I don't want to see Ruby Riott or Ruby Soso. I don't want to see her. I don't care.
I like her music, but
her music's cool. Her style's cool, but that's about it, man. Like, what move? What's her move? The little kick that she does, and it's just future. Like, oh, Enziguri? What is it?
I mean, she's got that, but I mean, I can't honestly tell you. I gotta be honest with that. I don't know her finisher. I know she lands the no hope or no future. That's that grabs hold of their wrists and kicks him in the chin, which is cool.
When she falls down to the mat.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool move.
It's cool, but man, I don't know. And then on top of it, you're wrestling a man. You're wrestling.
That's
a man,
the stuff you can't say. That's what you can't say.
Okay. A woe man.
Whoa!
She's wrestling a woe man, right? And it's just, to me, it's just off-putting. It sucks to be a fan and have to watch this, and it's not only to have to watch it, but to know that you can't even be a fan and boo. You can't even be a fan and say, you suck or anything, because now you're the bad guy. Especially now you're being escorted.
You'd be less targeted.
Yeah. Well, of course. So that's why I do what I do, because I got the pass. You know what I'm saying? I got the pass. So but it just sucks, man. It sucks to be in that position because, oh, great. Not only do I have to sit here and watch this, I can't even,
voice honesty.
Be my natural self. I can't voice my opinion about it. And that's what wrestling is, man. Like, you go out there and you boo the people you don't like and you talk shit about them for whatever reason. Doesn't matter. But you go out there, you make your signs, you talk your shit, and that's that. But you can't do it to Guyla. You can't do that to her. So
Here's what it is.
Disappointing.
It's just.
And the match sucked. The
only thing I liked about the match, the only spot that I liked about this entire match, actually, it was two. I will say, was Rose's finishing sequence was pretty cool. The Swanton bomb into the Beast bomb both looked like brutal spots, but it's not that hard.
Obviously,
right?
275-pound man. Squashing so, and I can't even be like, that's brutal. If Guyla did that to Darby, that would be pretty awesome, pretty cool. And not even then, because it's like, dude, it's a dude wearing all this. All this mess.
You're still 3 sizes bigger than Darby Allin.
I know. It's not even cool then, because you're still wearing all this mess. You look like a mess, and you're
Listen here.
Anyways,
Soho.
Hey man.
Whoa!
It's disheartening.
Zoink, Scoob! It's a monster! Real monster!
Dude, when she bit Ruby, she in the finger, they did a the zoom up of the teeth. I was like, man, this is just disgusting, dude. This is just disgusting.
Precious. Like, Jesus.
Oh, and by the way, I'm the new Hobbit.
Oh, that's good. It's good to see. So the second spot that I liked was when Ruby was in the corner and was down, and Vicky was like in her face, like, like laughing as she was getting shit kicked out of her. Like, I was just like, God, dude, Vicky looks so evil right now, man. Her true self is showing through right now. What an evil woman.
Yeah, man. Super cringe. And it's like, Guyla's super cringe already, but then you throw Vicky in the mix, and this is like, what are y'all doing, man? Anytime I see them on BTE, instant 10-second skip, 10-second skip, 10-second skip, 10-second. Oh, let me go back because now that segment's over. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, honestly, maybe we should just make a statement by just not even acknowledging any segment that she's in from now on. Like, I would rather just skip over any match she's in. That way we're not being offensive to the algorithm, but we're still able to make a statement without being.
But that's not right because, we're just looking over talent.
Then we
we're
acknowledge
looking
the other
over
talent, and we say that Ruby Soho had an okay match.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'm cool with that, but I don't know. I kind of like to keep it real and just let the guns fly. And hey,
speaking of the guns,
whatever. Ha! Nice.
The Ass Boys are backstage with their dad, Mr. Ass.
They're trying to dig themselves out of being buried. Jesus.
They're not buried. The Ass Boys are better than ever. They got Jungle Boy backstage, and Jungle Boy didn't even give him a chance to talk. Man, they're like dancing around, and
Austin Gunn, dude, like he needs like Ritalin or something. He's so high. He is so high energy, man. It's crazy.
That's me, man. That's my spirit animal, Austin Gunn. Jungle Boy didn't. He just like saw him and immediately was like, "Damn."
Yeah.
Takes his jacket, throws it at Dad. No, he did throw it at Austin. He threw it at Austin. No.
Yeah, threw it at Austin.
Did he? Or throw it at Billy?
He threw it at Austin.
Okay.
He threw it at Austin.
Then he punched
because
Billy.
Austin was singing the Jungle Necessities.
That's right.
And then
Billy said,
"Big Bad
Bitch!
Are you crazy? Have you lost your mind?"
Yeah. Like, do you see me? I'm 65 years old, and I'm 3 times your size, boy.
Threw him into the door, kicked him into the door. That looked like a painful, he was kind of falling down, and it's just like, bam! I was like, dude, that looked pretty painful.
I don't think he expected. I think he expected to go through the door. I don't think he expected that beam to be right there.
Yeah. Yep, you're right. You're right. Because that's looked like a ow.
Still no hit back.
Ow. Yeah.
Still no move. And they take him outside and they lynch him in the snow, basically.
Yeah. Just threw him out there.
Bully him around.
And then the slowest runaway I've ever seen. It was just like, he's 65. Billy Gunn, for all the looks he has, he's 65.
He's not really 65. He old.
He's 58.
Like, but really, what are you gonna do? Just jog off plenty? Because what, you think they're gonna chase you? Luchasaurus don't want to neither. Like,
yeah, he's like, damn, he's big.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, cool segment, man. I still got hopes and prayers for the Gun Club, not the Ass Boys, the Gun Club.
The Ass Boys are gonna win the titles.
Now that would be cool. Hey, they win the titles, and then you got Danhausen coming out of nowhere.
I want them to come out to Ass Boys. It's gonna happen. Their last name's Ass. Rod Ass and
well,
Todd
is that
Ass.
going to be? When is the an old ass?
No,
when
Billy
is
Ass.
There we go. Okay,
Billy
Danhausen Mark. When is Revolution? Okay, all right. Thought you were into this. All right, so what's next?
Listen, I have a depth of knowledge. I'm not real good with dates that are in the future.
Oh, okay.
The only date I know is that on March 15th, when I step foot onto Texas soil, I'm coming for that ass. And believe me, that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Nice. Well, I'm just want to let everyone know that this will be filmed and recorded. So these checks that he's writing with his mouth, we'll see if they bounce. I'm sure they will.
The only thing
They
that's going to
usually do.
bounce is your head off the pavement.
Nice.
Nice. So
Let's go.
Cowboy comes out.
Yeah.
Tony Schiavone introduces him and asks him about the Texas Death Match.
The most disrespected cowboy.
Damn,
The
millennial
most
cowboy.
disrespected cowboy. Damn.
Page says
He's
needs
getting it from all angles.
Yeah, no doubt. Almost as much as Brandy Rhodes. Page says he needs something, anything, and he needs it tonight. And so he challenged Archer to come out. Dan Lambert comes out again. This time he's flanked by Jake Roberts.
It's like, why?
Why? Because Jake Roberts is amazing. You watch your mouth. That's a legend.
He was cool. Yeah, he's cool, of course, but it's just like, take the mic away from him. Take the mic away from him.
Don't take the mic. That's what he's got. You must not have seen the Cody and Jake Roberts promo.
Oh yeah.
Then you watch your mouth. That's the snake.
I didn't think he didn't do anything for me.
I mean, we didn't get a chance
during
to really
this small segment. Yeah, that's true.
He
Because Lance Archer comes out and pulls. Yeah.
Tells Paige just shut up, and he senses fear. You smell that, rabbit? Fear. Archer comes out and said, "Let's do this." Paige comes off the top and hits a suicide dive. Sends Archer into the stairs.
Clean.
Yeah, sends Archer into the stairs. Clean. Then Lambert tried to hit Paige with a chair. Actually, so from what I read, he actually tried to come after the lead singer of that band that plays Ruby Soho's theme because he was in attendance. I don't know his name because I don't pay attention to musicians like that. Because
who did?
Lambert. That's who he was originally aiming at, was the lead singer of whatever that band is. And just, once again, I don't pay attention to any of these people. Don't care.
Yeah, no, I seen Ruby kind of jamming out with that weird looking dude.
Yeah.
So I have no idea who that
kind of
is.
The Joker had like damage tattoo on his forehead or something. I don't know.
Yeah. He needs to go and forgive his mama. That's what he needs.
Correct.
To do.
That is correct, sir. So he was coming after Paige after that. Paige scouted it, but the distraction allowed the Murder Hawk monster to hit Paige with a chair, and then he grabbed hold of the steps. I've never seen someone do this, but two levels. It looks brutal, but also kind of less impactful than just laying it flat and choke slamming somebody onto those steps.
Yeah, it was a lot less. Yeah,
and I mean,
go ahead.
Yeah, a lot less distance, but it's able to be sold very well. Where no one's gonna know the difference. No one's paying attention. No one thinks like we do when it comes to that kind of stuff because most of these people don't know. They don't really know what impact feels like.
Yeah, and so when he set that up, I was like, is he going to do that? Like, I didn't think he was going to get a good impact to where it looked brutal. And I was like, of course, if he would have laid it flat, it would have been a brutal impact. But I was like, with him standing it up, how's this going to work? And he sold it, and it worked. He got him, like, to another level. But remember, last time we seen the Murder Hawk, who did he wrestle? He choke slammed the shit out of somebody. And we were like, oh my God, that was like a Big Show /
It was like the Giant.
Taker. Yeah, the Giant. So yeah, he put Hangman up in the air, man, and
it almost would have been more brutal. It almost would have been more brutal if he had done the blackout against the stairs and like, boom.
Woo. Yeah, true.
Like into the stairs. That,
yeah,
and then,
but dude, Lance, yeah. I keep saying I have a friend, by the way, who you called an old man in the video that you see me grappling with. His name is very close to Lance, so I always get these names mixed up, and then I'm like, oh no. But yeah, and you'll meet him. You'll meet him, and he'll wake you up, and then you'll meet him. But
are you still talking? That's like 30 seconds of rambling. Just
Yeah. But it was good. It was good. Take it away.
He hits the blackout through the timekeeper's table, the rigged table. Grabs the microphone and says he's going to be the new AEW World Champion, and he doesn't give a damn what anybody thinks because he's a badass.
Yeah, man. Lance Archer, energy, man. High energy.
I kind of hate the ponytail dreadlock things, but it's his style, man.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, but hey, it works for him. So Old Man Jericho is in the next segment. He's
Uh,
talking what?
what's that?
Oh,
What's that?
Old Man
I can
Jericho
hear.
is.
I can barely hear.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can hear you now.
Old Man Jericho is backstage and talking about Santana Ortiz from last week. Says you guys ignoring me during the match last week was embarrassing and disrespectful. He doesn't get their relationship with Eddie Queenston, and he wants to hear an explanation from their mouths. He demands an inner circle team meeting next week. So we'll see what happens next week when it comes to Jericho and the inner circle. I expect they're all going to probably just go their separate ways at the end of this next
Yeah.
week.
I don't care.
Me neither. They've served their
I mean,
purpose.
I
They've
don't
done
care.
well.
I didn't care. Yeah, well, they're the original group of AEW. You know, they were the original badass group out of AEW. So, shout out to Jericho because he's a part of something very, very special. But he kind of has a little bit of And when did that happen? Because Jericho, it used to be pretty badass. I'd see be like, oh, Jericho, Jericho. But when did it kind of? I think it kind of turned after you got more and more people coming in and building more and more people, more wrestlers up, and Jericho's kind of falling down the ladder,
I don't know,
man.
man. I really don't know when that switch happened. Like his style changed almost. Like his clothing style and stuff changed even. It's just, I don't know. I
Yeah,
think maybe when they like Sammy kind of stopped spending as much time with him, and I don't know. He's
yeah,
Jericho always does well when he takes some time away and then comes back. Every time he does that, he comes back better than ever. So we'll see.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'll be ready to sing Judas on my mind for sure. So I'm not hating on Chris Jericho. He's still awesome, but whatever.
I think that it's time to get the a different version of Jericho back. The inner circle Jericho has ran his course. I think we need to get some different version of Jericho come back. One last run. Midnight Rider Jericho. All right.
One last
Yeah,
time.
pretty much.
A George Washington Jericho.
Jesus. Don't give me any ideas. Um, all right, so final segment. It's the main event. MJF versus CM Punk. Really good match.
And by God, it happened.
Really, really good match.
Yeah.
Um, match started at 9:20. The match started at 9:20. These guys went
Yeah.
39 of those minutes. 39-minute match that these two put on, and it was great. There was a couple of
Yep.
slow moments, but overall, man, phenomenal. I'm not gonna go through play by play on this entire match. I'm just not gonna. That's just too much. It's too much.
Let's talk about our favorite spots in the match.
All right. Go ahead.
My favorite spot of this match was the silliest spot of the match. It
MJF
was
tied up in the ropes, like
tied up in the ropes because it went on just a little bit longer than
4 strikes,
what
man.
you
Four
probably would have
strikes.
maybe like one or two, maybe three, but it just and then I think Punk got a kick out
He
of
was
it. He was
laughing.
kind of
Yeah.
smiling about it too, like so silly. And it just kind of MJF is such a great wrestler. Everyone knows this, but it's almost like an old school quality that he has about him. Like that whole sequence is very
He's this
old school,
generation's Ric Flair,
kind
man.
of feel to it.
He's this generation's
Yeah,
Ric Flair.
he doesn't have to, as he says, he doesn't have to flip to get
Right.
over. And it's so true, man. So true.
So,
He knows how to work. He knows how to work a match. And they both looked like they were having a good time
yeah,
out
no
there, just
doubt.
like a slow wrestling match, kind of a brawl, slugfest. They worked the crowd, went into the
Yeah, I mean that
audience,
happened
you
right
know,
after.
just
So,
very,
like right after that spot,
yeah,
MJF went down and then he fled up into the audience. He chased after him
yeah.
and they're brawling. But
Classic MJ, classic MJF stuff with before the fight it really takes off. He's holding up in the ropes, like, hey, calm down, man, calm down. And then he attacks him, you know.
yep,
Great match, man.
yep. Punk landed a couple of his signatures. Not too long after that, just hit him with strikes in the corner, swinging neck breaker. Got him back into the corner with the knee, and then the running bulldog. Uh, Called for the GTS, and MJF rolls out. This is when one of my favorite spots is Punk held him and let a fan chop him on the chest. Dude,
You know who that was? Well, you don't know who that is because you're a bitch. That's Bilal Muhammad, and then there's another layer to it. He's a UFC welterweight, and he's actually pretty good. He's like maybe top eight fighter, maybe like
I'll be
7 or 6,
honest. I
something like that.
think I think you may
Anyways,
be the first person to realize that. Um, Look,
well, yeah,
I've listened to two different guys, and I've read like three different websites to write this up. Every last one of them's called it a fan, and they weren't sure if it was a plant or if it was
yeah.
just a fan. You may be the first person that's pointed that out.
Well, I'm I watch MMA, so these people that you watch, they watch wrestling and then they watch I don't know, video games or something. So, anyways, yeah, that's so there's two layers to it because not only does Bilal Muhammad, who is a Palestinian fighter in the UFC,
Ah,
he gets the chop on
oh,
MJF, who we
that
all
chop was
know
expensive.
is gonna dock that pay. So shout out to Whoopi Goldberg. All right.
Jeez. Um, so then we get our first false finish of the match. Um, MJF pulled Punk in front of pulled the official in front of Punk. Punk went to go grab the official away, but while he was doing it, MJF was like unwrapped his wrist tape, and then beautiful. This was beautiful. The choked him with the tape, but then hit it so well inside of a rear naked choke, like sleeper hold. Um, then hit him with the body scissors, and then man, I haven't seen him do the 1, 2, 3 arm raise spot in
Oh
dude.
yeah, yeah.
That needs to be brought back.
Because everyone knew at 3 he was getting up. Like so. Nice. It was nice moment,
Yeah.
man. Nice
And then
moment.
as he's celebrating,
I gotta think that's a lot of MJF, man, because he has great matches. It's like well put
well, I mean,
together,
PG
thought
Punk
of
can too when
matches
he
where
tries.
true. But I'm just saying, for it to happen all the time with MJF, it's like I think he has a lot to do with it. He has a great knowledge of
Listen,
of the game,
you don't
man.
often get to see MJF wrestle on free TV.
Mm.
He's gonna put on something decent.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Maxwell doesn't wrestle for free. Okay, he doesn't wrestle for you peasants.
Obviously, he's the salt of the
That's
earth.
right. That is correct.
Nice.
So while he's celebrating,
He's better than us.
you know it, the tape fell out of his arm. The official restarted the match, which pissed MJ off. Um, so Punk rolls him up, gets a real close fall. They start brawling, goes to a commercial.
Yeah.
Man, he came so close to landing the Heat Seeker. I wanted to see that so badly. Like, just let him land it one time, man. Just like he has not hit it. I don't think I've seen him use it in AEW.
Because it's a protected move, man. He's not gonna hit it and not win it with that.
I wish he would have won
You
this
know?
match with that. Even like, I wish I would have let him win clean, but it is what it is. Like, That move is amazing.
No
I've
way.
never ever seen anyone do
No
that, and
way.
it is such a cool move, man. Like when you
And it's
when you
brutal,
sent me
man.
that video, I
It's
was
pretty
like,
devastating.
oh
It's pretty brutal too, man.
yes,
Like the impact, it's not. You're not at a good angle. You're tied up in the rope, so you don't have the like the ability to kind of get straight and then be protected as you land. It's like you're really landing like right at this part of your head. It's like a quick impact.
yep,
So yeah, it doesn't seem too fun.
absolutely. Punk landed a. Actually, they were biting each other a bunch. That was pretty funny. Uh, but then they come to the top rope. Punk hit a Pepsi plunge for the first time in 15, 16 years. Like, he never did that move in WWE, not one time.
Wow.
But you know
I
why?
didn't know. I didn't know that's the Pepsi plunge. I was like, oh man, Cody Rhodes is supposed to do the pedigree first. That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
but
But
you can't land
whatever.
a pedigree in WWE unless your name is Triple H or Seth Rollins. But definitely not gonna
Yeah.
let CM Punk do it. Triple H hates CM Punk. With no way he's gonna let him do that move off the top rope. No way. Couldn't follow up in time. They both went for tombstone pile drivers. Um, Punk landed a good roundhouse. The top rope hit a good elbow drop. Took him a minute to get up there, selling all the injuries to the match. Um, I like the submissions that they traded back and forth. MJF hit a really cool like Indian deathlock, and then Punk got in an STF. Which, just for the record, I hope you've looked at since we've last spoken. I hope you look.
No, I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. I told you to send me your
No, that's
proof
not what you said.
because
You said
not
you're about to prove
only
me wrong.
well, no, send me your proof
Do your own
because not
research.
only did send me your proof. The onus is on you. I told you. I already told you. It's fake news. You're fake news. Punk and Moxley buried Jungle Boy. That's all I gotta say. That y'all are hitting the move, and it's not even a good spot. It's just kind of a dull little moment.
It's different, man.
Come on, Jungle Boy, stand up for yourself. Stand up for
Those legs are
yourself.
different, dude.
Don't let these dudes just not give a damn about what
The
you're
legs are
doing.
different,
Don't
man.
do
The
that,
legs are
Jungle
different.
Boy. Don't do it, son. They'll respect you if you stand up and say, "Hey, man, I seen you did this move." That's kind of my thing, and I like to finish people with that. So please don't bury me with this with you carelessly just going out there just doing moves because that's actually my move.
We'll
It's
see.
a
We'll
finisher.
see. Anyways, um, but you're wrong.
I
So
believe in you, JB.
yeah, me too.
Just send the dinosaur. Send the
Send
dinosaur.
Hook. Um, so MJF rolls out of the ring. Wardlow shows up on the ramp. Punk gives him a stare, and they have a good stare. It looks like Wardlow backs down, but secretly Wardlow had done his job and passed the diamond ring. Just a little drop off to MJF. Punk rolls MJF into the ring. Wardlow distracts the ref, and MJF hits a picture perfect strike, nice and clean strike onto Punk, and gets the 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
It was nice. It was good to see PG Punk swallow his ego.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, if I lose like this, then that's okay." But not via heat seeker, and he just beats the hell out of me. So yeah, it was cool, man, because I think people were like, "Oh, here it comes, Wardlow's out here, and he's going to go rogue on MJF," and he's still like that. Long-term booking.
And gotta get that paycheck. Can't have him dox my pay
Yeah,
again.
nah. So what'd
Freaking
you think,
L.
man? The whole event. True. This is so true.
This is a good match, man.
The
A
L's,
classic,
man.
very good match.
Yeah, it was, man. It was really good. Like, I'm sure a lot of people were like, I don't even know if this match is gonna happen. Something's gonna either gonna delay it, postpone it. It's just gonna be a cheap finish. Something.
And I
But it
am
was
some
actually
people.
good. Yep, I am as well. I didn't really. I'm surprised that they did it and then they went 40 minutes. I just didn't want no time limit draw. I remember I messaged you. I was like, I don't want that. And then it went so long. It's like, well, now they can't really just have some stupid bullshit ending, like they could have done if it was like a 5 or 10 minute match. You could have just done something stupid, some stupid disqualification match or disqualification thing. But pretty good stuff, man. Good stuff. Best free match. Well, no, I won't go that far because we did get free matches from Danielson twice, and those
Better.
were
Both of those are better.
amazing
I'll be
matches.
honest. Both of those are
So,
better.
yep,
But that's because you had two competitors
yep.
that actually care.
Well, I will say the second match was better because we got a clean finish. The first one, we got a time limit draw. So I would take this match over.
No way, dude.
I would take
No
this
way,
match
dude.
over. Yeah, I would. I would. I
Well,
would.
that's why you're there and I'm here. That's why I'm in. That's why I'm in the king chair, and you're over there on a weight bench.
That's right.
I'm on the throne.
Because I like to. I
And
put
you
in
sit
work.
on the throne of lies.
I put in work. You're a child of the lie. So what are you talking about?
Amazing. All right. Well, that is the show. You have anything final thoughts? It doesn't matter
nah,
if
man,
you
it was
got
a
any
good show.
final thoughts. Just
Great.
kidding. Do you have any final thoughts?
Nah, not really, man. It was cool night. It wasn't the best Dynamite, but hey, man, I'm always happy and stoked to watch it. There was
Hey, the worst Dynamite is still better
Bryan
than the best
Danielson.
WWE show nowadays.
This is, I mean, I would imagine, but this is true. It sounds like it's true.
You know me. I never
Danielson
stopped. I never stopped.
highlight.
Okay, I did stop. There's a period there for about 7 years where I stopped watching WWE, and now there's a much more recent period where I try to watch it every once in a while. I watched the Royal Rumble. God, I'm reminded how badly I can't stand the WWE. It was such a quick reminder, man. I tried.
Well, after you told me about the moment with Seth Rollins and Roman, I went back and I watched that, and that was actually pretty cool. I'm not really big on the whole, but maybe it's because I haven't seen it develop. The Seth Rollins being Joker, you know what I'm saying? Like I was just like, it's kind of an easy way out, but he does it really well, and he's like really into the character. So I mean, it's pretty cool.
I mean, everything
and
he does,
it was
man,
cool
that's
segment.
just Seth. He's truly any character you give him, he's gonna rock it. I mean, it's not to say there's not great characters in WWE, but with Vince McMahon at the helm until that old man dies.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing, the sabotage that he's doing.
Probably
to
even
WWE.
more so, even after he dies. It's probably going to get worse, honestly, because you got Nick Khan, man, in there, and I mean, these guys don't know what they're doing, man. They're pushing out people like Triple H, like
why? And not only pushing him out,
ostracizing him,
pissing on the Triple H
legacy.
Brand that he did for NXT. Like it's actually quite amazing. It's like you're going out of your way to F this up.
I've never felt bad for Triple H.
You're going
in my
out of your
entire
way.
life. Like as a child, I hated that man.
Oh, yeah. He did his job.
I mean, not even that. Like, I hated him because I was like, you're always burying people, man. Like, as a child, I was thinking that, like, why are you always winning? Like, I knew wrestling was fake. I was like, why do you keep doing this? I know you're banging the boss's daughter, but come on, son.
Triple H had go when he when in the era of Stone Cold and The Rock and Mankind or Mick Foley, Mankind, Taker. Triple H had the go away heat. It was like he didn't do anything. HBK was hot. There was so many people.
I don't even think you were watching.
Triple H had go away.
I don't think you were. Were you watching during Evolution? Okay.
No. I mean, I was still kind of I was dying out.
That's Triple H's
that
reign
point.
of terror,
with
man.
Batista and Randy Orton.
Triple H's reign of terror, and that's whenever I was really like, I was a WCW guy.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the Attitude Era like that until afterwards. I went back and rewatched. Once the WWE Network came out, I spent a lot of time going back and watching every single Raw. And, I still watched them some when I was younger. I mean, my username when I was a kid was Degeneration X. Like yeah. And I mean, there's a picture of me, a 4-year-old me, like Like, yeah,
Degenerate.
like I got a little chip in my mouth doing the second sign, and there's a Christmas tree behind me. Just amazing. Like, I mean, that's it. 4 years old, I was that big of a wrestling fan, man, and like, I still knew about it, but I didn't watch it like that. I was a WCW guy. I was a big fan of Stink. I was constantly watching Stink and his battles with the New World Order. But now he's got this kid, and
His son,
oh,
Sting
it's
and his
the
son, or his son,
kid.
or his Darby and his dad, Steve. That's cool, man. But looks like they're having a good time. Like, I remember that video I sent to you when they just bombard the fans, like, oh, AEW, AEW. That fan was just like,
Dude, I'd
probably
had
on
a heart
cloud
attack. I'd have
nine,
been
man.
like, I'm like, oh, it's the kid and Stink. Yeah, man, straight up. All right.
Oh, okay.
Seems like a
Well,
good time to wrap up.
my wife's calling.
Well, yeah. Tell her I said hello. Tell her I said hello. Tell everyone that I
Tyler said hi.
you didn't have to tell it live on the air.
She's- she- Well, no. Well, she said she can't wait to see you March 15th. She'll be your first role,
I
and it's just downhill from there.
listen, Nyla. I don't wrestle with men. I don't wrestle with women. I don't grapple with women. Okay, it's just don't do that. It's out of respect.
Okay, all right. He said out of respect he doesn't wrestle with women.
But if she wants to
So
get
he's
in
looking.
MMA rounds, I'm down for that.
Yeah. Well, she said all right. Well,
No, we can grapple. I'll
she's
grapple.
like
I'll grapple with her.
yeah. She
But she's not gonna be
she's
first.
ready,
She's
man.
not first. Because I've probably got about a round and a half of decent cardio before I'm gonna be gassed out.
No, but you need to listen. To get to this level, this stage, cheat code. You don't have no cheat code. You know I'm at the top of the tower, right?
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
In the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been
In
a
the
great
show.
show. I apologize.
You
I
got-
apologize for my jester and his just incessant rambling.
Shout out to Austin.
Oh yeah, to our one follower, we love you, man. We appreciate you, you ginger ninja.
Yes, sir.